I'm glad you're here because I have a couple of announcements. It's pretty much just one announcement, and that is that I'm changing up my channel a little bit. First item of business is I intend in the new year to be reading more of what I want, less of what is new and popular and cool. I already read what I want to read, but I've been realizing lately just how much I'm influenced by what other people are reading and what other people are saying is a really good book. Whenever there's a new release on the horizon, everyone gets really excited about it on BookTube and on Goodreads and Instagram and stuff. Everyone's really supportive of it, saying how excited they are to read it, how it sounds so good, which is great. I'm not complaining about that. That's awesome. But a lot of times I'll go and read the book and I'm disappointed by what I read because it's not as good as I thought it was going to be. The quality isn't as great as it was made out to be. A lot of times it's my own fault too, like the premise didn't sound amazing, but it sounded cool enough. So I'm like, alright, I'll give it a try. And I like doing that. It's just that when that becomes all that I'm reading, it's just disappointing because I've already outgrown that. At this point, I've read so many books that I won't read certain books anymore because by the first page I can tell what they're going to be like. So I'm just intending to be more selective about what I read and also just to give myself the freedom to read whatever I want and to not worry about keeping up on all the new releases because there are always going to be a million new books to read. And it isn't very often that a new book comes out and it ends up being really, really amazing. So I'm keeping my eyes out for the amazing one, and in the meantime, I'm just reading whatever looks like fun. If that's The Three Musketeers, I'll read The Three Musketeers. If that's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I'll go read that. Just whatever I can do to make reading more fun, because if it's not fun, then what's the point? Unless it's your career. So I'm excited to just read whatever sounds good, and that means I'll also be reviewing those random books that I read. Only the good ones though, just like I do now. If I find one that I think is awesome that I just want everyone else to know about, I'll review it. I want to be more adventurous with my choices. I also want to catch up on the classics. The second item of business today concerns honesty. Going into the new year, I want to be more brave about being very truthful in reviewing the books that I've read. I see a lot of value in it, so I want to be doing it as well. It's just kind of scary. I can be very honest, but that's not something that I usually do because I don't want to come across as mean. But this goes right along with my first item of business, and this will hopefully be helpful for other people as well. If I don't like a book or something about it just wasn't really good, I want to say it so that someone else doesn't go and read the book with high expectations, only to realize that they've wasted 12 hours of their life. Because some of it's personal preference, but a lot of it is just writing. You can tell the difference in quality when you read a book written by someone who's never written before and by someone who's been writing for years and years and years. Everyone has to start somewhere. That's probably tricky for me too because I don't want to sound like I'm just hating on the book just because it's the worst book I ever read. Because that's not my intention at all. My intention is to point out the faults in order to inform other people. I'm always scared that the writers are going to see my review too because I know how much work went into it. I want to be honest and kind. So I'm trying to do both. Hopefully you'll find this helpful too. If we have similar reading tastes, these reviews will definitely be helpful because I'll tell you, like, you're not gonna like this book. When I'm talking about books with my friends, I don't say, oh yeah, maybe you'll like it if this is your kind of thing. Perhaps. If I don't think it's gonna be worth their time, I tell them not to read it. And they can do whatever they want with that information. My intention is to give suggestions, to read critically, to find the awesome books, to spend time on the classics that you just know are going to be worth your while before you even start, and to just free myself up to be more creative and to enjoy reading more. I'm pretty sure it's a scientific fact that everyone is in a reading slump because they're reading things that they don't like. I know when I'm reading a book I don't like, I feel so trapped. I feel like, oh no, I have to finish this, but I don't want to finish it, but I have to, but I don't want to. And then I go off and do something else for a week. If you don't like a book, it's okay to put it down and not finish it. I've left a lot of books unfinished this year because I'm getting to the point where I can just tell that it's not going to be something I'm going to like, so I'm not going to make myself keep reading it. Even if I'm like 100 pages in, sometimes you just gotta cut your losses. So in actuality, I don't know whether any of these changes are going to greatly affect the channel. What I think it's gonna do is just free me up to be more creative, to talk about the things that I'm really excited to talk about, so it's very likely that I'll have more to say, because oftentimes I sit around saying, what good can I say about this? So if I don't have to do that, that would be great. And I know that this new strategy isn't going to eliminate bad reading experiences. I know that I'm not always going to read books that I like, even if they sound extremely promising. Sometimes I just don't like them. But that's all part of the fun. Hopefully this sounds exciting to you like it does to me. And if you know anyone else who would be excited about this, let them know, send them this way, because it's going to be a fun time. I also just wanted to mention that for my review videos, discussion is always open in the comments. I've been getting more comments recently, but I just wanted to remind people, like, if you have a thought about the book, I'd love to hear it. Just feel free to join the conversation whenever you want, because that's half the fun, is talking about the book after you read it, or talking about the movie after you watch it. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and you'll see me next time. Goodbye!